Hello, I'm Osbers Gaming. I'm Ralph. I am a former Beatcord mod, former Beatcord mod, and I'm a member, patron, Mr. Beat, and sad Minecraft YouTuber. So, essentially, today I will be giving my thoughts on Beatcord, my entire kind of history of me being on it, how I got to where I am today. I don't mean that in a positive way, by the way. And just kind of everything. This is going to be a fairly wholesome video. I'm going to talk about friends I've made, talk about the whole situation, how I got to know Mr. B and everyone, and how it's just been a good experience. I mean, that sounds super corny. It is, but being positive about it, so it's the best option. So let's start from the very beginning. Quick denote about me. I am a very sad Minecraft YouTuber. I'm in a Minecraft realm with Mr. Badger 64, Two Touch Digital, and Delta Gaming, and multiple others. And then until I joined Beatcord, that was primarily what I was doing. Ironically, I was mentioned on the server before I joined one time. It was because I had talked to someone on the server unknowingly before then on a YouTube comment section. So I know, I just thought that was quite a funny thing about me, that, people knew of my existence before I joined a little bit, but I only knew that about a year after that had happened, so it's just a funny thing. Okay, so on the 10th of July, 2021, I kind of just opened up Patreon, because I thought, I want to support someone, and, first person I thought of, Mr. B. Great YouTuber, great guy. I think he deserves support for his channel, obviously. I mean, the fact that I chose him first kind of just speaks volumes. And then I looked at him and I just realized, okay, this guy's perks are good. And then I looked and his highest tier was already booked. So I was like, okay, I can do the second highest. There's only one slot left, so I went for that. And I texted him about a video idea I had, because I didn't expect this to go anywhere. I just thought it would be, I'd maybe suggest a video a year or something later could get posted or something, I don't know. And also didn't support him. And I texted him, and again, he got, right back to me. That was, a really kind of happy moment, because I was like, yay, YouTuber I've liked for years has gone back to me and stuff, that's cool. And then he sent me a link to this Discord server. And I was like, cool, I'm on Discord anyway, so why not? And then when I was there, first people I met were JPK, who is now vanished, Sapper, who is also now vanished, and Waterfort, who's the only one of these three who's left. But he doesn't talk much. So yeah, I joined a roleplay server, which was led by Abraham Lincoln, XPS, so Master. I forgot his name. I didn't forget his name, it's hard to pronounce. Anyway, he's currently a mod. He wasn't a mod back then, but he is now. So, but no, he had been a mod. I don't know the exact details. I'm not a real Beatcord OG. I'm kind of fairly new, and I'm British too. But essentially, I joined that RP server. I became vice president pretty early on from Sapper, and then I became president for a bit. So a couple of weeks into my Beatcord journey, so that was quite funny. I met EJ there too. Might be going to him a bit, and I met a lot of people. I met Casey, who I'm still great friends with. I met Helmer and Zing and Graham and all these Reed and all these people. Just very, very based members. So anyway, it was the summer holidays then, so I mean, I had a lot of free time that summer. I was in New York, and then I went to Edinburgh for kind of the second half of it and stuff. And I was talking with a lot of people. It was great. And then I think around that time I met Noodle Lover, who's Elias7094, and also Luca, who is a very base member. And then, I talked with them a lot around that time, and Zing too. I think I started to get to know Zing and Helmer, around that time, maybe late August, around the time of me going back to school. And that time it was online school, because I was in Edinburgh, because of the plane delays and my dad's passport and stuff. So essentially I was there, and I think Beatcord was kind of at a low point in its I wasn't aware of this because I was quite new, but it was at a low point in its activity. But then a lot of stuff sparked its revitalization. I don't know if that's a word. I don't care. And that was good. We had a lot of people talking. I first talked to Mrs. B around that time as well. My relationship with Mrs. B has been pretty infamous as of recent times. But it was great. I was getting to know everyone, and that was wholesome and stuff. I was never really on debate channel, but yeah, it's concerning. I kind of wanted mod, ironically, at that point. It's kind of like Graham for mod, but I was new, so it didn't really matter as much. But yeah, then I asked for mod. Not a proud moment in my life. I was a petty child back then, and I was like, because he'd made me mod on his YouTube, Mr. Beat. And I was like, all the other mods hate me. I mean, Venbot didn't like me. Lakin still doesn't like me. But how bad can it get? I asked him. A couple days later, he gets back to me. He's like, Osbers, yeah, I can make you a mod. I gave some fairly convincing answer. I don't know what it was. I think it was just something like, I want to make polls because I've been here a while. I want to do stuff. I don't know. I mean, I still feel relatively similar. But no, in a modern era, I wouldn't ask for mod. Anyway, so yeah, I became mod, and JBK vanished around that time. I was very close with JBK, as you can clearly tell. So anyway, I was mod for a good few months until Christmas. Christmas was good because I actively supported Graham for mod, and was the only mod who... I will confirm, I was the only mod at that time who unironically supported Graham for mod. Graham, you're welcome. I'm not the reason you became mod for a day or something. I'm definitely not, but always know I supported you from the very beginning. Sorry, that sounds super stupid. But yeah, Mr. Beat had an AMA for New Year's, and that was really nice because I got to moderate that, along with Casey, and that was good fun, because that's still up on Helmer's channel. I need to get that, connected. I had a link to it through the AMA, channel. If Casey or any of the mods are watching this, could you just send me the link to that? Or Helmer, actually, because it's his video, so that I can connect that to the channel. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling on. So yeah, New Year's happened. A lot of the people on hashtag debates started coming around. Like, I think Chloe was in the server for a while, but she was really starting to get active around that time. Bush, as well, but Bush has been around for ages. Banana Toppin was active around that time, and Spook just joined the server. And I was getting to know EJ because EJ had a Creeper Crafter ult, and I actually thought that wasn't EJ because I'm gullible. And I'm a fun fact about me. I was a massive ult magnet due to my naivety. Luckily, I was able to take advantage of my naivety and just make people think that I was gullible in the past. And I think my last few months as mod kind of was resemblant of that. I was able to trick people into thinking that I was stupid, but I knew all along. But yeah, that happened. But yeah, I tried to stay away from debate, from the debate channel, because it's a really toxic environment in there. The thing about Beatcord is, even though it's a political server, it doesn't have to be political. And as in, even people with completely different political opinions to talk to each other and are friends, and that's the great thing about every single channel except hashtag debate. I mean, I only support keeping debate because it's a sanctuary for all of the insane political people, which is annoying to see, because they ping me a lot and mention me a lot on there, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, yeah, so where are we now? We're around March 2022. I was still mod at that time. And then I'll just skip to April, I think. Yeah, it was April where my girlfriend joined. And that was nice. Everyone thought she was my ult, of course. Actually, no, I'll go into the Mrs. B ult crisis later, actually, to be fair. Around the chronological order, because, I'm doing this chronologically. And then, essentially, that was a lot of times, because I started talking to a lot of the band members around that time, and I think that was what sparked the my Demotion. It was a downward spiral from there. So, obviously, Mr. and Mrs. B and Lake can all think differently of this. I have no idea what they think. I haven't seen much chat in 2 months. But, my interpretation of the whole Demotion thing was that I got into a lot of conversation with the band members. My girlfriend unbanned them on my account, which I take responsibility for, yeah. Well, actually, what else was the other reason? Oh, yeah, for the banning of Sam. I won't go into the banning of Sam right now, but that was a reason I basically kept banning and unbanning the guy due to reasons outside of Beatcord. I was braided for that. I mean, at the time, I had basically no idea why I was being braided. And Mrs. Beat said to me, Osbers, you get one more chance, and if you ban him again, you're gone. And I got that. But then, I probably shouldn't go into this here, but I might. He did take a lot of screenshots of embarrassing things I had said and threatened to send them to people. And I just, my instinctual reaction was just to ban him again. So I did that, and then I got demoted later that night. Amazing. The last thing I did as mod was mute a guy for mod pinging. That's sad. But anyway, after being demoted, I was a complete jerk. And I said a lot of things I really shouldn't have. I didn't apologize to people. I was just kind of mad at everyone. I took everything far too seriously. And I genuinely regret that. That was a very unbased thing of me to do. I mean, now I feel I talk too much about my plans. I'm not subtle on the sides of the Beatcord. I just say exactly what I think. So, a lot of that was, it's common knowledge that I would like to be mod again. But, yeah, I've kind of revealed my kind of way of trying to regain some of what I lost. But in a better way this time, because I was a pretty bad mod, if I'm honest. I didn't really do much, but I feel like it was a good lesson being devoted, and I feel I've learned a bit from it. I've learned from it. And if, I want to become more mature, then I'm going to see if I can become a mod again, I can try. I think Mrs. Beat said something about there being 10 at max, so they're probably going to have filled that slot by the time I come around to that. But anyway, enough about that. Because I don't really like talking about that subject. Another thing that happened around the time of my demotion was a lot of people started getting banned for being my alt. I can say right here, none of them were my alts. Basically, one of them was this guy who clearly had a voice deepener on, and this is one of my theories. I'm not saying that this is true, because it's pretty much definitely not. But I feel like EJ or Spook or someone maybe took advantage of my demotion and my crippling depression. No, it's not crippling depression. To maybe do an alt which was aimed to be an obvious alt of me. I don't think that did happen, but I think it is a very plausible thing to happen, because the guy clearly had a voice deepener on. And the fact that Mrs. B probably still thinks that was me is... maybe she thinks that ironically, but no, I was on a call with them multiple times, and Zing was there too, and Zing still can't confirm that we're different people, which is probably the saddest thing ever. And he doesn't, I don't think anyone believes that Scottish Osbers is a real person as well, which is, that's sad. Yeah, she's real. Unfortunately, she's real. I know, breakup moment, oh no. But anyway, yeah. That is my experience on Beatcord. I want to thank everyone on Beatcord for making this a crazy time, but it's been great. I plan to stay. If I don't get banned, that is. Well, what are my chances of getting banned? If I'm honest, probably quite low, but I mean, you never know with everything that's going around. I swear, things have been a lot different, in my opinion, since I was demoted from mod. I Osbers kind of debates resident mod, who kind of just got mad at Chloe every time she said the F slur. But now you've got no one to do that, so Chloe just goes around saying that now, which is, you know, not really the best, but, you know, and, yeah, I think Epic kind of took over my position as one of the only two pretty much active mods, unless you count Ramen Lover as one, but, you know. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope other people are able to do more experience videos like this. I think 007 did one. We've got that linked in the playlist. So, thank you all for watching. I plan to do more videos on this channel. More stuff to do with Beatcord, because this is a great community. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.